All right, here we are, hole number 9. Not sure what to expect on this. They give us a variety of different options on this one. Sometimes they give us tailwind, sometimes they give us into the wind. Another thing I may want to do, see what I have, because I think I have this bag set up. May want another option just in case. Just to be on the safe side until you know what the wind is. It's my first playthrough. I haven't seen anybody play any of these winds or seen them anywhere. So with that being said, just until you know those wind angles, just be a little bit cautious here. We could just as easily have to lay up into the first fairway. I'm actually surprised that they don't set that up this way like that for Masters. They have never done that yet on this hole. We've played it at least 2 times, I think probably 3 times. I think we've had this hole specifically in 3 tournaments thus far since the beginning of time. And I don't think a single time for Master we've had to lay up to the first fairway. But it would really make things interesting if we did. Because you'd actually really have to earn the eagle. Because it'd be very hard to actually get on the green. You'd almost want your second shot to just, make sure that it's in the fairway. Give yourself an easy pitch up by the green, close to the fringe. It'd be nice to have a tournament that they actually set up like that to be a little bit more strategic. And sure enough, wow, looks like we actually got it. So with that being said, I am going to switch to this option. This is exactly what I kind of wanted to see. Really make things a little bit more interesting here. You can see with what I'm using for my topspin, right around a POC 5 or so, maybe just a little bit light. I'm thinking 8-ish rings here. Ooh, just a little bit of overpower. You'll see I'm just gently going into overpower. Maybe just a little bit of curl back, trying to stay away from that right edge. Just trying to get it up here to where I don't overdo things. Assuming this second shot's going to require a substantial amount of curl. As you can see, I'm not getting too risky. I don't want to, play with this top of this fairway. Having a little bit more range is going to be a little bit more interesting. Make things a little bit easier. So if you can go with KMX ball, dead ball, it's going to be ideal. For this first playthrough, I'm just going to use Kingmakers. And for the second, I'll try to just be a little bit more strategic with my setup, just so you guys can see kind of some alternative shots here. But you can see, POC 4, POC 5, they're still going to be okay for this pretty much entire setup. So you really don't need to have the best clubs. Now that's going to be really nice. Being able to get it up that far is going to really give you kind of your best chance. I'm assuming the way that I'm going to need to play this is going to be kind of a hop shot here. It's very, very tough to pull this shot off. So what I'm going to try to do is land right around here. And just utilize, quite a bit of curl here. And let's take a look. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 8-ish rings. And right around here with some good curl. Perfect ball. And not bad overall. Just needed just a little bit more curl. So right around 8 rings there was about 1.5 per ring. Typically it's 1.8-ish per ring on a Cat 6 there. The reason for the overplay is the wind intensity. So you can see how it's more into the face, so I'm going extra rings. So that's something that you'd want to consider. Similarly, you know, if I was going to use the tool here, let's see if I can get, this should do it. No, this won't do it. We'll just click on the right back. How about that? So this one, what was that wind? 12.4-ish, and you know, some angle to it, and you know, we're up here somewhere 8, 9 rings, somewhere in that ballpark. So that's the reason that I'm playing those the extra. And just clips the rough there. So having that extra range can be kind of a curse there, but it will give you that opportunity to go for a shot that otherwise you may not be able to do. So let's see if my opponent rolled it in there. You never know when you're playing the replays, especially on a Monday. But do assume, you know, come weekend, that you'll probably be playing guys that are getting this hole and not messing it up. And the best way to not mess it up is to, in my opinion, is to just kind of do the bare minimum, which is what I just did. So that's going to be the easiest. Now, going for this dunk, not necessarily the best option, I would say. Anytime that I have kind of a straight wind like this, you usually have to overplay your rings. So you'll typically have to go just a little bit more. It looks like he's able to get it. But I try to stick with, you know, mostly straighter winds, because it's actually tougher to dunk on tailwinds and headwinds. It actually adds like a little bit of extra, because what guys won't do is that same overplay that I do. You saw on my second shot, guys won't consider that, and they'll miss a lot of dunks. Because the same kind of rule applies. You can't just go, you know, what you usually go for a side wind. It's not going to be the same. You have to actually add extra. But let me just go ahead. I'm going to back out here, and you know, good luck with your guys' rounds. Let me know how it goes. I'm going to, you know, push through here and get you guys a second guide coming up. So good luck out there, and I'll catch you guys later.